Hi, and welcome to my video. This week I'm sharing a recipe for Palak Paneer. It's a North Indian classic and one of my personal favorites. It's made of spinach and cheese and is usually served with tandoori naan or roti. This dish is a little more involved, but it's certainly not difficult. If you've never made this before, budget about 30 to 40 minutes and be kind to yourself. You'll be able to do this on autopilot after you make it once or twice. And the main part of this dish is easy to freeze, which makes it a great option in case you have to make something quickly. Now the star ingredient really is paneer, which is the all-powerful, never-melting Indian cheese. But if you are vegan, you can always substitute firm tofu and that will taste just as delicious. If you will allow me to go on a small rant here, I would emphasize that paneer is not cottage cheese, and please do not refer to it as cottage cheese. There is no English term for paneer, it's called paneer, just like how ricotta is called ricotta. Thank you for listening, and coming back to our recipe, the first thing you have to do is thoroughly wash the spinach. Spinach can be very dusty, so be sure to clean this, I would say, multiple times until you're absolutely sure that it's as clean as possible. I usually pull off the tender leaves of the spinach, and I am sure to do this if I'm working with stems that are particularly hard. But if your stems feel a bit softer or you don't have time to do this, that's okay because we're going to steam and blend this all up, so it might not make that much of a difference in the end. Next, we are going to chop up the ginger, garlic, onion, and chili pepper. Rough chopping is fine because, as I mentioned, we are going to be blending everything up, going for a smooth texture in the end, so size and shape will not matter. Now that our prep work is more or less done, we can steam the spinach. This is easily done in a shallow pan over low heat or medium-low heat, depending on your stove. And remember that spinach has a really high water content, so you don't have to add a lot of water to this. Just add a little sprinkling if you need to and steam the spinach. It's going to spring water of its own. And it's also going to shrink quite a bit, so don't be intimidated if you start off with a lot of spinach and think it's too much. I guarantee you, it's not too much. If anything, it's not enough. Remove the spinach from the pan, and if you would like to preserve the bright green color, immediately run the leaves under some very cold water, and that will help. Hi, there I am. I want to share my new favorite snack with you. It's these spicy green peas that I got at the Asian market. If you have an Asian market, look for these. They are delicious. Okay, coming back to our pan, the same pan. Just heat up some oil over medium-high heat and cook up all of the beautiful aromatics, so the ginger, garlic, onion, and the chili pepper. Go ahead and do this until everything is sizzling nicely and the onions are translucent and the garlic is just starting to turn golden, and then add all of your spices. Combine the spices and aromatics. Allow everything to cook for another minute or two, and when it looks like it's just about to get a little bit dry, go ahead and add the tomato puree and combine everything once more. And there will come a point again where things start to look a little bit dry. That's okay. Resist the urge to add any water. I know I usually encourage you to do that, but not this time. Go ahead and remove that mixture from the stove. Now it's time to put everything except for the paneer into a blender and blend it all up. So I started out with my spinach leaves and then comes the tomato mixture. Now blend everything up until you get as smooth a consistency as possible. And now we are going to reintroduce the spinach puree back into the pan. I like to add a little splash of water, but you don't have to do that. It's more of a precaution. And then go ahead and empty the spinach puree back into the pan. We are going to warm this up over medium-low heat, which will be enough to warm up the paneer, but it won't be so much that we end up burning the palak. Palak is the Hindi word for spinach. And once this starts to warm up, that is the time to add the paneer. And I have not fried this paneer, but you could certainly do that, and that will give your paneer a beautiful golden crust. If I was expecting company or doing this for a special occasion, I would certainly fry the paneer, but this was just for our dinner. And To be honest, neither myself nor Pranav really likes our paneer fried, and I did want to keep the oil in this recipe to just the required amount. Now, my advice to you while you're incorporating this is to be gentle. Try not to break up the paneer too much. If you're using a soft paneer like I am, then you want to be very careful how you stir this and how you mix it together. Now, technically this dish is done. Everything is already cooked. The spinach is steamed, paneer is already curdled milk, so that is cooked. All you have to do is warm this up to your desired temperature, and then it's ready to enjoy. I like to serve this just with a garnish of julienned ginger. I find that really elegant, and I also like biting the ginger. This palak paneer is best served with tandoori naan or tandoori roti, and it's all right with rice. It's not the best with rice, but you can eat it with rice if you want to. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please give it a thumbs up, like it, share it, comment, and subscribe to my channel because I post recipes every Monday, and I also post on Thursdays now, which is kind of crazy, and I'm hoping that I can keep it up. Always food stuff on Monday and kind of travel, wellness, lifestyle stuff on Thursdays. All right, thank you for spending time with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.